Peace. What up, y'all?
Yo, what up? What up? We didn't rock last week, right? No, we
We
didn't.
didn't rock last week, nah.
Yeah,
So, shout out to Janine because I just saw. I'm sure she's probably not in here yet, but I was driving home and I looked at my messages and she asked me if we were going to go on. So,
she was on with Brother Jay, so
cool.
for the latter half of that, so
All
uh,
right.
so
Um,
she'll be here.
Whatever show this is, I'm all over the place, y'all. This is all me. I might be kind of quiet the first 5 minutes, but we know how this works. Hip hop is everything. Coming home is everything. Coming home the wifey is everything. So I should be better. But yo, we're breaking down kind of the tail end of the, for lack of a better term, Wu Tang affiliates. Today we're
Right?
doing Killa Sin standing alone, just him today, right?
Yeah, he's the last one.
All right.
He's the last one.
Not mad
So
at that, but all right. So we're breaking down Killa Sin, and yeah, and then we'll talk about how we're gonna approach
yeah,
this. I guess we can call it a scorecard.
the
Um,
scorecard for the 10 members of Wu Tang because we
all right.
just need to adjust it a little bit. I mean, this was a
Yeah, yeah.
chat GP thing that spit out before the
All
show,
right.
and that's cool. But we're gonna adjust it to just make it, you know, maybe just weight things by or something by percentage or something like that. So,
Absolutely.
but what up, Watkins? What up, everybody? So yeah, we're gonna it'll be fun. So like I said, I got and thank you for rocking a little bit early. I do have to get off 10 minutes early. I got a impromptu, just an important Zoom call with somebody in New Zealand, and time is totally different over there.
Definitely,
Uh,
definitely.
yeah. So yeah, man. I mean, Killer Sin, bro. I mean,
Uh,
like you know. Let me ask you a question before we. Well, fuck it. Before we even, I don't know. I feel like Killer Sin's one of the top. We had a group of nine cats that we said was going to be like the. We thought that was this alternate universe Wu Tang cats that we felt could be in the crew. Really, that's what we said. That was kind of the
right,
criteria.
right.
Like, I want to rank these after. Like, I mean, like Kill because even when we were doing Killer Sin like a couple weeks ago, and a man was like, "Yo, that's he's all tens." I don't think we gave any tens on any category. Maybe one. I don't think we gave any actually. But
Yeah, I don't think we did.
he was like he's all ten. People like he's all ten, and um, I just think maybe we can if we have time, maybe we can rank them. I'm just
Yeah, yeah, we can do that.
because I Killer Sin and real quick, rest in peace, Power Wu Tang,
Power.
Killer Sin's brother. Um, you know what I'm saying? Hold your head, Killer Sin. He's doing 16 to life, so unfortunately didn't get to see his brother probably. But rest in peace, Power. Big part of everybody.
Huge.
Yeah, huge part of this whole shit. Like this Power is like what you a lot of what we didn't see. You know what I'm saying? And that is
A lot of what we didn't see, but did see, right? Things that manifested that we didn't know were
correct, correct,
yeah.
correct. Correct, correct. Yeah, didn't see originally or didn't know originally, and then okay, you know what I'm saying. And just to really before we jump into it, to piggyback off that point. So brother Jay and I were talking about gatekeeping. That was the topic, and but we got into some other stuff, and he was like, um, the thing that comes up a lot when we chat about like 'cause we talk a lot of like music industry stuff. He's always and we just came up tonight. He was like, you gotta have a team. He's like, you can't do this by yourself. Like if you're even if you're independent, you gotta have a team. And so just wanted to underscore that point, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think they can just do it by themselves, but we talked about that a lot. Like, can't do it dolo, man. You know what I mean? Like, you got to have some people helping you with some other things, the marketing, the stuff, like just whatever it is, like what I'm
Yeah.
saying,
And,
security.
and you gotta acknowledge this too, right? Because I put myself in here. Um, yes, a team is everything. Can't do it all by yourself. Depending on who your team is, it might be stressful as shit, right? Especially when you're picky. Let's say you're picky like me, like us. We're picky as shit. So the team when it comes to music, when it comes to anything really, if you're, let's say, quote unquote, the foundation or the founder of something, and you're gonna branch out, it's not gonna stay pure to your vision, right? You're gonna have input, and you're gonna have to kind of, as much as you feel like, yo, this is the way I want to do it, this is the way I want it to sound, I want this, that, blah blah. It eventually, once you get a team, there's gonna be influences and ideas and suggestions. And at the same time, there's going to be, I mean, how far does your team go before it's like, you start walking funny, people start looking at you funny, you start looking at people funny. Your team has to be tight. I say that because on my end, when I was trying to build what didn't happen right musically, I noticed that, and not to throw shade on my team, but it's like your vision is not my vision. What you're bringing to the table doesn't necessarily, and then you start clashing, and you start getting all crazy. But you're right, when it gets to that point, I mean, I don't know how the fuck Ella Sensei does it. He's pretty much moving on. I mean, he has. I know it's customs. Whoever does his shirts and his merch, but at the end of the day, it's his, right?
It,
He's
it,
doing.
it's him. But well, I'll say that when I was talking to RA, he brought up the point that RA brought up the point that he's a legacy artist. L is a legacy artist too, so at least he has momentum. So from
From back.
30 years ago. So it's not like he's just starting out. If you're just starting out, you got to have a team. But here's the thing: you just brought up a good point, bro. Like it's the team. The caveat there is that the team has to move in unison, and the team has to be on the same page. The best sport, I like sports analogies, and the best sports analogies, best sports teams are teams where there's buy-in from the owner down to the motherfucking equipment manager, and they're all on the same page, same accord, same goal. It's like what's 300 of the Spartans, right? Like they all hold each other up, and with the shield and shit. So that's important. I mean, you gotta say you gotta have a good team, and you gotta have a solid team that buys into what you're doing, and ultimately a team typically has a leader, and
Yep,
so that leader needs to establish what the whole situation is going on. You know what I'm saying? But that was, I don't know how the fuck we got there, but yeah,
it's hip hop. That's what we do. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
how did we do that? Anyway,
We're talking about power and how
oh yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
power, yeah, power. Just having that team, and we seeing all the elements. You know what I mean? Like even like Raider Ruckus came up with the cream hook. You know what I'm saying?
oh, right.
Like that's important. That's all that stuff. Everybody, I mean, it's obviously cats that's around that crew that probably are just hangers on dudes. You know what I'm saying? But like people had a role, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was just
Absolutely.
security or whatever. So, Killer Sin scorecard. Let's get into it. You ready? You
Let's
ready?
go. Let's
Ready?
go.
In the end,
Peace, everybody. Peace, peace.
what up? What up? And then what are we gonna do after this is we're gonna break down the we're gonna adjust this scorecard like we said for the when we do the Wu Tang. So, all right. I know a couple of y'all in here want to make it all tens. So, flow, cadence, rhythm, adaptability, smoothness, ability to ride the beat. I mean, I'm not opposed to giving any tens. I just didn't feel. I just they got to jump out of my heart. And this
So,
one,
so we said okay. So okay, all right. So we said that last time, right? And there might be times when it's like you start thinking about it. I mean, to me, Wu Tang and Wu affiliates are like this. I might have to think about like, hey, have I seen them live?
right.
But when it comes to this, like Cade and stuff like that, I'll know off the top. So we said that last time, right? I know when it's gonna be a 10. There's gonna be no question. I'm not gonna have to sit there and think about it. And I think you're right. I don't think we have given any tens.
We have not. But where are you here? Because I in my brain I have one here. I mean, this to me this is 10 worthy. I mean,
So Killison, sorry, Killison, which I'm glad we did. I don't know if we did that strategically, but we did it. We did it last. I don't know if we're gonna be all tens.
No.
This particular one, I can easily give a 10.
Okay. So keep it moving. I mean, it is because
And I
yo,
don't know, maybe we get another one, but yeah, that's an easy
that
10.
flow, man, is it is his that shit is nasty, bro. Like
Look,
that shit is fucking nasty. Like he I wish I could articulate in a better way what how his flow sounds like. What is
I've said this about just a few and probably less than a handful of people. Right now I can't think about it, but like Grand Puba's one, right? There's certain MCs, less than a handful, and there's a ton of MCs that have an effortless flow.
yeah.
And what I mean by that is, like an Immortal Technique, like he's rapping, like you're rapping. A person like Grand Puba, a person like Killa Sin, two different styles. I don't feel like they're making an effort to rap. I feel like that it's just what they do. That this is what they're doing. I don't feel like you're rapping to me. I feel like I don't know. I'm in the same boat. I don't know how to articulate.
I'll say this to some people. I mean, it's you're kind of going up the down my road here. I mean, it's like you said, effortless.
Hmm.
It's like it's almost like they're talking to me,
That yes.
and just like it's so casual. And like Grand Poopa is different. I mean, this is casual, nonchalant. I mean, like to me, Killa Sin's rhyming, but it's like he makes it seem so easy, bro.
Yeah. There's like nothing to it. That just I feel like so okay. Yes, you're right, and I like where you went with that because I feel like Killa Sin's rhyme approach or music is the way he would speak to me if I were to meet him backstage. Same way he's rhyming, the same way he would speak to me.
Right.
Yeah. That's a good point.
All right. Lyrics and writing, wordplay, punchline, storytelling, originality, and depth. So I don't, and again, this is what we got to like weight these. Like,
Yeah.
wordplay is crazy to me. Punchline is great. Originality, depth I like. I mean, I don't know about the storytelling. I mean, like it's and again how that's what we have to figure out when we do this afterwards. Like how important is that or whatever. So for me, I give him like a 9.5 here.
9.5, easy for me.
All right, 9.
And only because of the storytelling.
Only because of the storytelling, but
it's not a knock, right?
Right, it's not a knock, and that's what we're gonna adjust this to our own whatever we want.
Yeah.
Rhyme schemes, complexity, creativity, internal multi-syllable usage. Excuse me.
So again, right? Multi-syllables and getting all, lyrical, miracle, spiritual. We're not going to knock somebody for not using, so we've said less is more, right? If you can get your point across in 3 words as opposed to a chopper style, that's good. That's high up there though, right? Not a 10 for me.
No.
I'd probably do a 9.
Yeah, I'm saying like that's what I'm at with a 9. Voice delivery, so tone, projection, presence, clarity, uniqueness.
10.
Look at you, came with it.
Like, yeah, dude, that's no brain. I keep telling you it's gonna,
right. Yeah, the 10's got to be like automatic, yo. Like not like if you got to think about it, it's not a 10. And that's where I was going with it.
Hands down 10.
I have it. I've never. Did I see him live? Was he with? I have not seen Killa Sin live.
Same.
This is where we're next. So, this is stage presence, energy, control, ability to rock a crowd live. I can imagine it's dope, but we'll leave that one because we just,
I wonder if, and I'm sure there's YouTube videos of live performances. Not to stray away, who did you pull up on
Killer
YouTube?
Killer Priest. I could try to find a Killa Sin thing. So get back to it. Freestyle off the dome. Improvisation, battle skill, creativity, live. And again, like I don't know, and this is like
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable because I can't say like, yo, I've heard this, and that. Which again, it's not a knock. It's just I'm not exposed to that.
Yeah. Consistency, sharpness across projects, tracks, and verses.
That's high up there.
That's a
That's super high up there.
that's
Do I give it a 10?
you know
Probably. You know what? That
I
and
do.
I contradicted myself because right now that I'm thinking, I was gonna say like nine and a half, nine
Consistency.
three
Nah,
quarters.
I
I
ain't
wouldn't be
never
mad.
heard no.
I wouldn't be mad at a 10. I'll just put it
I've
that way.
never heard nothing. So consistency, sharpness, and quality across verses, tracks, and projects. I ain't never heard no fucking anything. Yo, every verse. What I'm trying to say is every verse I've ever heard from Killer Sin has been fucking retarded.
So are we okay? So that would okay. So here's okay. Now we're talking. So we're specifically acknowledging a verse, not necessarily the whole song that he might be featured on.
I'm speaking. Yeah, I'm speaking. It says consist sharpness and quality across verses, tracks, and projects. So I don't give care. I mean, I'm speaking about him on
10,
on a verse, on a track, on a project.
10.
Crazy. All right. Ability to adapt across different beats, tempos, and styles.
I have that one already, but I'll let you rock.
It's hard because, like, there's a Killer Army sound, right? Distinct Killer Army sound. Versatility, ability to adapt across different. I feel like it's weird, yo. I feel like, although I feel like I have not heard him on like a number of different types of beats, I feel like he can eat anything. But, but
Mhm.
I, so
Now it's not about hey he's hit this sound, this one. It's the sounds that he has hit. How has he hit him?
well, here it says ability to adapt. Let's see, ability to adapt across different beats, tempos, and styles.
So we can acknowledge like just for sake of the conversation, he's given a I don't know a Swiss beat. Well, I don't even know why the fuck Swiss beats came up to mind. He's given a Swiss beats beat. Can he write it? Because we don't know. But what he has been given, the different stuff. This is the way I take it. The different beats he has been given, has he been able to adapt to them?
Good point. He killed it on the worst, and he killed it on that other shit. Some recent, like, kind of more not slow shit from Killer Army, but it was like a what's it's Michael somebody.
Like a slower tempo.
Yeah, I forgot what it's kind of. It's got a video for it. I just posted it like a few weeks ago. I forgot what it's called. Um, it's like a not a feel good track. It's kind of like a. It's not hard or nothing. I'm 10 here though. I mean,
I'm
where
not
you
mad.
at?
I'm
Where
not
you
mad.
at?
Yeah. So I was see, and so we've done nine and a half. I was gonna do like 9.75, but I'm not mad in a 10.
Round up. Uh,
Yo,
content.
Mike's probably fucking happy right now.
Because he was like, this 10 on 10. Content, subject matter. So that's the range, depth, and strength of topics and themes. What you got here? I'm gonna let you take this one. Again, for me, some of these things is challenge because, like, I asked a question the other day on my page. I said, "What's better, consistency or versatility? What do you value more?" And a lot of people said consistency, and previously people always talk about versatility. But I was like, all right, so, like, I don't have a problem if somebody. I'd rather you do something and do it well. Yeah, that's it. Feel it. I'd rather you do something and do it well, consistently, than dabble in a bunch of different shit, and some of it's good and some of it's not so good. So that's why I say, like, it says strength of topics and themes, like range, depth. Like, what does that what does that mean to you? Like, how do you evaluate that, bro? Like, yeah.
I mean, so first thing I did. Well, let me. I guess I'll answer that question and then go back. Um, I to me, it's not sounding the same, not being that. So I don't want to hear, even though I enjoy it, but I also kind of like you say, you don't want to hear conscious shit, preachy conscious shit throughout a whole album. Same thing. I don't want to hear a whole album of how nice you are. I don't want to hear a whole album of like um, political stuff, right? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. But as you're getting into that pocket, you're getting in depth. How in depth are you getting to whatever it is you're tapping into? I don't want to hear the same shit over and over again because that. So this goes back to you saying consistent. Yeah, you can be consistent at telling me how good you are at rhyming. That's always nice, but you gotta change it up on the way you're saying it. Cannabis. I was a big Cannabis fan, but after a while, it was kind of like, all right, every project is exactly the same. He's in depth. He goes off on metaphors, but it's like, all right, give me a story. Um, Change it up a little bit because it's always like rhymes, and I'm better than you, and I'm better this different ways. So the versatility is there, but uh, eh, uh, I need more depth. So in
All
this
right,
case,
what you got here?
hmm, I'll give that a 9.
Oh, that's higher than I thought. Based on.
Yeah, well, so I'm rounding up. So I was the whole time I'm talking, I'm thinking like 8.5.
I'm thinking 8.5. Yeah.
Yeah. So I rounded up to 9. So if you want to do 8.5, I mean that's what I started with. So let's do it again.
I mean, that's what it. That's stick there. I mean, I think I think that works. That's not technical skill, precision, timing, enunciation, control, staying in your pocket. To me, that's a 10. That's a 10.
That's no brainer.
All right. So he's got the highest score out of everybody.
Yeah, I think by far.
We did have to skip. Well, we had. I'm see if I still got the other score sheets from a couple of the other ones. There were a few that, because we started out with Shaheem.
Yeah.
And then did and then we did some other cats, and the rest I don't have the whole list in front of me. And then we kind of finished it up with Hellraiser, Don Pacino, and Timbo King. That's how those were our final 4, as far as kind of how we did it. And so Timbo King, I don't have the score start for Shaheem. Killer Sin is the. Oh, I got Shaheem. Hold on. So, I'm looking at the old shot. Looking at the Shaheem one. So Shaheem was pretty high. Oh, we gave a 10.
Did we? What did we get the Shaheem a 10 for?
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's hard. I can't read my handwriting. Freestyle. Hold on. Man, can't read my own handwriting. I think we gave a 10 for either. I think we gave a 10 for. I don't think consistency, but we have a 10 here. We got some 9. So I'm just looking at who has the highest scores out of everybody we did, and so it's shot.
So we've given Killer Sin 3 10s already.
We gave him 5.
5?
We gave him 5.
Shows where the fuck my head is at.
But we gave him 5, but those came straight out of our mouths, man. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like, there was no half stepping on like whether it was the case or not. You know what I'm saying? So Shaheem got a bunch of 9s. Shaheem got 9, 8.5. He got a 7 here for I think it's for rhymes, for rhyme schemes, complexity, and shit like that. We got 9.5, voice, delivery. Yeah, so all right. So Killer Sin, I mean, he takes. I mean, I'm just curious to see what we did, but let's. Well, before we break down the scorecard, like I always like, this is my nerdy way. I always like to see. All right, take this dude, and where would they rank in the nine, or in the 10? Like
And the for
Wu
the
Tang. Like if you put him in,
an actual Wu
yeah,
Tang.
because I always say
All
like
right.
this is how I rank stuff. If I'm like, whenever I've said like some of the best Wu Tang affiliates or whatever, I've always said Wu Tang is the standard, the group, 1A. Where would these cats fit if they were
Amongst them.
yeah, where would they rank? Because we've talked before about like the bottom tier of MCs in Wu or whatever. If you have to have a bottom or lower tier, and so that's why I always like, okay, where would they actually fit? And so to me, like I've always said, there are a lot of these, like 4 or 5 of these. To me, Killer Sin would be in the upper half, like like I mean, we can go through it. To me, let's do it right now. This would be a fun for
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what we're doing. Yeah, yeah.
So, would he higher than Dirty?
Absolutely.
Yes. Higher than Master Killer?
I ride for Master Killer, but yes.
Yes. See, now y'all wilding with the. See, don't get crazy with the 3 to. Let's just make sure before you say shit. 3 to 4. All right. Is he better? Because you're saying some. Is he? So we got the bottoms here. Dirty, Master Killer. You got yes.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So now. All right. Now what? Like. Raekwon. Well, who's next? Who's next?
This is my personal opinion. Well, I'm going to give you my opinion before I even give you my opinion. What do you think? Is Killer Sin above RZA?
Oh yeah. I forgot RZA.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
So now RZA's gone, or so not gone, but
that puts Killer Sin at. I mean, we count all 10 cats. I mean, so so. I mean, who's next up is I mean, it's just up for debate amongst a bunch of people. Cap is
a beast.
Cap's a beast,
but I'd probably put Killer Sin above Cap. Damn.
I'd rather, I love Cap, but I again, there's something about Killer Sin's flow I could listen to all day,
Killer Sin has we've talked about it. It's more than just rhyming. It's like an overall MC package, and not the mainstream rapper, your packaged rapper, but there's just something about him. I'm probably gonna put him pretty high up there. So
I got him
higher than RZA, higher than Cap, higher than You God, higher than Master Killer, higher than ODB.
Okay, so then it's really the heavy. Oh well, the few heavy hitters now. I mean, Meth.
I've heard some questionable stuff from Meth.
You've heard questionable stuff from Meth, like questionable in what way? Because I've heard music that, like, you've heard questionable verses where you've been like, yeah,
not in a bad way, but it was just like, I see where you're trying to go with this.
Yeah.
But maybe that's my own fault, right? I like the Meth, the one where when he's the fangs, that.
I'm old Meth more than new Meth, but I mean,
that's probably just a personal preference.
Better than Meth.
Meth is also another, well packaged rapper, and that, I mean, there's a reason why he was supposedly like the front man, right? RZA's kind of the leader, but the front man. He's animated. His verses are ridiculous when it comes. Doom kind of reminds me of him because he's witty. And Meth is witty, where everybody else has like a method. That's fucking pun intended.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was weird. But yeah, he's very witty with this shit.
Is he bet? Is Is Killer Sin better?
Probably, dude. Oh fuck.
Mike said no.
You know what Mike said too, though, and it's kind of hitting me right here because I told you I rock with Master Killer, like heavy. He's poetic, and I know a lot of people don't get into his stuff because sometimes I feel like he doesn't rhyme.
Yeah.
And I want to say I saw Mike say he has Killer over Cap, or Killer Sin.
No, he's got Killer Sin over Cap.
Okay, because we were just talking about Master Killer, and that came up. All right. So okay, I'm good. My conscience is good then. Jizza, man.
You got Killer Sin over Deck, yo.
Who said that?
Well, he doesn't. He's gave people giving their list. Jizza, Meth, Ghost, Ray, Killer Sin. Nah.
Look,
nah.
I feel we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
For me, that's a fat no. Like, nah. And I ain't got Method number 2 in the clan for me. But this is why it's subjective. Because here's the thing. I mean, we're just bouncing around. A lot, I'm not a Jizza head like that, yo. Like,
yeah.
Like people like Jizza, for a lot of people, Jizza is that dude. And I'm not, nice, super nice. Like, dope. But I don't love Liquid Swords like how everybody loves Liquid Swords. I just don't. And so, this is why it's subjective. Ghost has fallen down a little bit on my list, especially knowing that the Supreme Clientele was just a big fucking joke. Like, that's fucked up.
That shit hurt.
That shit hurts. That's painful. That's fucked up. And I haven't really been public about it or anything, but that's some bullshit, bro. I mean, when we're talking woo, that's some bullshit. That is some hot garbage. Garbage. And he proudly said it too. That's fucked up, yo. I feel deceived like a motherfucker. You know about that, yo. Well, Ghost said that Mike, Ghost said that the Supreme Clientele was just shit. Like, he was just saying whatever. He didn't mean nothing behind it. Nothing. He just threw shit together. Right? It was Supreme Clientele, wasn't it? Yeah, it wasn't Iron Man or nothing else. It was Supreme.
No, it was Supreme Clientele.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some tracks that meant stuff, right? Child's Play, that was dope, man. It's kind of short song.
He said for the most part,
but
he said it.
But it's funny because I'm wondering. I go back to Doom. I'm not sure why. In the midst of like all this new slang that they were coming up with, I just thought like, I need to find out what the fuck, because they're obviously using these words. What slang? What it? And I'm making up like, okay, he's talking about this, so he's probably this slang word means this, and you just kind of put it to play and come to find out, no, it's not slang. He was just saying whatever the fuck.
Some of that bullshit. Iron Man was dope. All right.
If Iron Man was rushed, man,
right.
Iron Man is the shit.
Right. That's my favorite album from him. All right. So where are we with Killer Sin and Meth?
Mm-hmm. I'll probably get a slight edge to Meth. Slight.
Me too.
Today. Ask me tomorrow, probably different.
Me too. Slight, very slight though. Very slight. And then all right.
Ray's fucking ridiculous with this shit.
And this is where so overall, this is for me where I kind of I've always said I thought Killer Sin would be like an upper half of like the top 5,
which is what we have now, right? I mean, we're there. We're up there.
I don't think I'll just get it out the way. I don't think he's better than Deck.
No.
The Ghost shit has got me fucked up now. 2 years ago I wouldn't have said this, but I'd rather listen to Killer Sin than Jizza. I don't know if that means he's better, but I'd rather listen to Killer Sin.
Yeah, it's a personal preference. I'm gonna go 180, and I'd rather I fuck with Jizza more than Sin, but that's not knocking Sin. He's still top tier.
Yeah. So and then where you got him at for Ghost?
Listen, the first 2 albums were my shit. Anything after that, I didn't care for. And now that I found out this whole Supreme Clientele shit, I still listen to it. Don't get me wrong, But for now, I hold on to Iron Man. So other than that, I mean, Killer Sin over Ghost.
Killer Sin over Ghost.
And
Can't do that. I can't do that only because his verses on 36 were crazy. Cuban Links collab crazy.
Mhm.
Iron Man crazy. I I did like some joints on Bulletproof. While it's Supreme Clientele, I still like it, even though it pisses me off. So
Yeah,
personally, I won't put him over. I got him like
over Ghost.
I won't put him over Ghost. So ultimately, I have Killer Sin at like if he were in the Wu, I have him at like 6,
Okay.
like 5, 6
Yeah.
in there somewhere. And that's but it and okay. Let's do. We got 15 minutes before I get out of here. Shit, but we can. I do want to do this with Shaheem though.
All right.
All right, Shaheem. Out. Shaheem is he better than? Well, it depends on how we're looking at this. Mike, you said, "What does Killer Sin have that's better than Iron Man?" Nothing. But if we're talking, but it always depends on the criteria. If the criteria is just straight bars, lock him in a room. Who's coming out?
And that's how I'm approaching it.
Right. Or is it projects? You know, da 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 da.
If we're talking projects, then this whole conversation we have is gonna
It changes. It changes.
change.
Right. It changes. So if we're just talking, I mean, so honestly, if I'm being brutally honest, and it's just bars, I got him over Ghost.
That was my approach.
I mean, if we're just talking straight, lock him in a room. Who's coming out? I got him over Ghost. So, but he's up there. I mean, he would be up there. He would be one of the upper tier members. Shaheem, and again, I wipe out the bottom 3. I mean, to me, he's better than Dirty. To me, he's better. Well, Master Killer is definitely a unique dude, though. I mean, in terms of
I'm telling you.
I know you love some Master Killer. I like Master Killer too. Personally, I got Shaheem over Master Killer.
Okay.
What about then? So Shaheem, Master Killer, you got right. So
Easy. Yeah, it's easy.
So, but yeah. So then we get to Cap.
I'd give it to Cap.
You give it to Cap. I'll give it. Yeah. I give it to Cap today.
Yes, and that's pretty much how you look at it, right? Because I can, we all get into little pockets, and when I get into my Wu-Tang pocket, I can in a week say, "Nah, you know what, Shaheem all day."
Right. So
I'll get into that Shaheem pocket.
You're looking at probably like, again, like he's like 6 or so.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the group, 6 or 7. Because I mean, when you start getting with, like Ghost, no, Meth, no, I think. I mean, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's again, it's the cool thing about it, or fun thing about it is that there's so many like so much criteria to use, and the dope thing about Wu-Tang is that it's just so much material to unpack, like if just I do a deep dive just on Wikipedia, like I think we did it once. I might have done it on the show, like just the list of Wu-Tang affiliates alone. Yeah,
you did.
We went through the whole shit. Black Knights. I mean, like it's fucking crazy.
It's insane.
Silver Rings. I mean, like mad motherfuckers, yo. So it's fun to always to get in this. So I mean, we got Cap. I mean, I say for the sake of time, we probably have Shy probably around probably around the 6 or 7.
6 or 7.
6 or 7. So I don't know if we'll finish this now, but let's start this. We can start breaking because I gotta go in a hard 10 minutes. We got to start this scorecard. So the first joint, the first category is we just want to make. So I guess just make sure we can go through and make sure we like the terms. We can add shit that if we want, and then we can maybe go back through after and then weight them.
Yeah.
based on percentage, like what we think is important.
Yep.
All right. So flow cadence. I think we like this one for rhythm, adaptability, smoothness, ability to ride the beat. I'm okay with that one.
That's fine to me.
Okay, so that stays the same. Lyrics, writing, wordplay, punchline, storytelling, originality, and depth. Wordplay, punchlines, storytelling, originality, and depth. Now, for me, if we got rid of storytelling, I'd be okay with the thing. But then I don't want to penalize from somebody for or if someone's a dope storyteller, then like that's how do we factor that in? If that's the thing with like a couple of these like versatility, like in stories. How do we where do we do with storytelling? I mean, like,
Can we somehow, because we have another category about depth. To me, storytelling is depth,
well,
right? You're just not, it's not braggadocious shit,
all
right?
right, so they got storytelling and content and subject matter, which might make sense. Yeah. Well, so here's the thing: this category is lyrics and writing. So lyrics and writing versus content and subject matter. And in subject matter, it says range, content, subject matter, range, depth, and strength of topics and themes.
See, to me, subject matter and the depth, it's I mean, we can throw storytelling in there.
Storytelling down there. All right, we'll have to figure out what we'll take that out and put it down in storytelling.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Rhyme schemes, complexity, creativity, internal multi-syllable usage. All right, so that's the one where I keep getting hung up because I don't give a fuck about that, like personally. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, we'll finish this probably up the next time, and we can start whoever we do with the 9. We'll just keep. Well, we gotta wait them too. But I think that shit's overrated.
Mm-hmm.
There's some really dope MCs that do that. I don't give a shit, personally. I really don't. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying I don't care. I personally do not care if you don't. Like, I just, because I've heard so many dope MCs that don't do it, it's not like, ooh.
It's not a must.
It's not a must for me. I mean, like, so I don't, and you probably feel differently because you get in it, but for me it's not a must, So I get stuck on this one. So rhyme schemes, complexity, creativity, internal multi-syllable usage.
Well, contrary to anybody's belief, really, yes, I like it, but I'm the same way. It's not I'm not gonna knock you and say, oh yeah, I don't give somebody the shoulder or an artist a shoulder if it's not complex or if you're not using scientific approach. I approach an artist and weigh it for what it's worth. So to me, it's not a must. Do I like it? Yeah. I don't want it 24/7.
So do we have like a? And again, I mean, I'm me and ChatGPT been homeboys for the past like year. So I mean, we can clean this up. Do we want to add maybe like a bonus category or something? Like have the 10 categories and then like have like this extra credit almost. Like like the 10 core like have like core categories, and then if someone's like super nice, if they're like, we have a couple of like where it's like you get 5 extra, you get some points if you fucking
if you can catch that pocket.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think?
I'm okay with that.
All right, so
because you also have MCs that try to do that and end up saying a bunch of bullshit, try to sound a certain way.
So
but ain't saying shit.
Bonus is internal multi-syllable. I would like, I'm gonna suggest, but for the sake of time, I won't do it now. So we only have 2 criteria for rhyme schemes. I'd like to add a third one. Maybe
okay.
Now, but with complexity, creativity, and maybe something else. So I'll, fucking ask chat, whatever. But let's keep it going. Voice delivery. 6 minutes.
That
Tone, projection, presence, clarity, uniqueness. I'm okay with that. Definitely.
that's self. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
I
So
don't feel the need to change that.
there. Remove internal syllable, flillable, whatever the fuck. Um, I just here's the thing. I get angry about that shit, yo, because
About what?
the multi-syllable shit. I just feel
Oh,
like that's what rap that became a focus at whatever point in time in the history of our shit, and I feel like it became an unnecessary focus, and I felt like it became not a disguise, but like it that
it's
became
forced.
it became like a prerequisite for like MCs to have to do that shit. I'm like, I don't think you gotta do that shit.
No, because and I mean I'm not going to name any names right now, just for whatever reason. But like, you can have a nice MC and have their own style and be super nice and successful, but then, well, because this is a requirement, or I've heard so and so do it, I'm going to try it. Now I don't care for that MC because it's like, one, you don't sound right. You're trying to do too much. Doesn't make sense. Nah, like, yeah. uh,
Right.
I'm
Right.
That's
And
why
then
it's so popular. Yeah,
it's one of the reasons.
yeah.
All right, so live shows, stage presence, and this is where we've skipped a lot of them based on things. I've seen a lot of these cats live, but not all of them. So, what do you want to do with that category? Like, how do you want to approach that? Because I don't want to just throw it out.
No, what and I actually thought about this not too long ago. Obviously, we're using this YouTube platform. What if we do, and this is going to prolong our Wu Tang breakdown. What if we, the ones that we haven't seen, whether combined or one, we do a little YouTube the same way we did. That's why I asked you earlier, who if we did Killer Priest, and just check out, snippets, because you can tell. I mean, I know people say like you can't put yourself in there with
No,
the
you can
video,
tell.
but
You can
I
tell.
think you can.
You can tell. So yeah, let's just we'll have to check out. I'd say we find a couple, we find and do it. All right,
All right.
all right. So yes, so we'll keep that in
That
mind.
that goes hand in hand with freestyle, all that shit.
All right, but yeah, so freestyle off the dome. So with the improvisation, battle skill, creativity live.
I think you're the one that had said it. Like freestyle off the dome. If are people really still doing that?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard. We're gonna be hard pressed to find a
Yeah,
freestyle
yeah,
that's not from 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 92 or 93. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Nobody does that shit. So you want
We could drop the off the dome. Sadly,
so do we keep? So you want to keep the whole freestyle one though in
yeah,
general?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I like. I mean, some old school stuff. I know some other new platforms do it, but like I love when. All right, they throw on a beat. Oh, you want to do this? All right, boom, boom, boom. But
Oh
then in the
yeah.
middle of it, they changed it up and let's go
Oh
something
yeah.
else.
See, Dex got some dope joints online that he be killing and
Raleigh fingers, baby. Ooh, shit.
yeah, he's got some joints. And there's a Shaheen War Cloud video that I've posted a few times. It's kind of they're in the studio somewhere. All right, next one, and then I got to bounce. I want
All
to
right,
consistency, sharpness across versus tracks and projects. I think that's good to keep, right?
that's that. Yeah,
All right,
nothing
so
changes.
we can finish versatility, ability to adapt across different beats, tempos, and styles. You good with that one? Yeah,
I'm
right.
okay with that.
It's not because it's not about. All right.
Yeah, I think it.
Yeah,
Adapts to
yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Content, subject matter. We got range, depth, strength of topics, themes, and storytelling. We good? And then
Yeah.
technical skill, precision. That's timing, enunciation, control, staying in pocket. We're good. All right.
Good.
So then so we got one bonus category, and that's the multi-syllable, internal shit. And then all we got to do next time is weight them by percentage, and then we can start.
Let's go.
We can start, and we'll try to start at the bottom tier, and then me and my man was talking. Me and Mike was talking. We talk all the time. You and I talked about doing this too. And as we get out of here, we got to do Hyro.
Listen, I love Wu Tang. and I love doing this, but I'm gonna wow the fuck out when it comes to Hyro, yo. It's gonna be fucking bananas. Don't
We
even
got
get me
to hire
started.
them because as I've said and I've done posts on it, there's no weak link in that crew. Bro.
Not at all.
I mean, you may like certain music better than others or whatever, certain things, certain vibes. I mean, they're all over the place. You know, I got a wide range of different music and stuff. I don't love everything they put out, like every single track that they put out.
Well,
But
and there's I don't want to say secret groups, but like I think it's Tajay and like Supreme X have an album out. Not a lot of people know about, and like, bro, yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
OPO and Pep Love, First Light. I mean, like
Oh, I'm glad you brought that. I was just listening to that earlier. Oh
fucking
yeah,
the Los
oh yeah.
Lobos, boy. Come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Casual's a consistent motherfucker. The Casual's bit. I know you got to go, but I can go on for days with Casual.
So so next week, y'all, we're gonna weight these categories, and then we're gonna start with the 10 members of Wu Tang. Start work our way up from the bottom, quote unquote, and and this will be fun. I'm gonna keep these scorecards and stuff. So I think we're good. Yeah,
Headache gone, smile on my face, hip
yeah,
hop all day, baby.
you're happy, fam. So let's connect so we can when we're gonna talk again. But
Yeah.
appreciate everybody. I'm sorry I had to bounce early. I gotta call somebody in New Zealand. So yeah. But appreciate y'all, and I'm glad you're feeling a little better, bro. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna go throw some Wu-Tang on, some
Yeah.
Killer Sin.
Yeah. Hold your
I
head.
appreciate everybody, brother. You take care. Let's talk this weekend.
Yes, sir. Salute everybody. Peace.
Peace.